Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I got another Scooby Doo movie review, and this is when Scooby Doo teamed up with the WWE for a second time for Curse of the Speed Demon, which just came out a couple months back. It's weird because I never saw WrestleMania Mystery because I know I did a thing, a live cast a long time ago about the Ultimate Warrior with my friends Tony Talent, who I also want to thank for the cool thumbnail, and also Valon. And they were talking about it. They said it was terrible. This one is the newer one that came out, and I guess it maybe took a while to make because it said the date on it is 2016, but they had like voices of Dusty Rhodes, who sadly passed away a while back, like over a year and a half ago. He passed away before on the really sad passing away of my father. And basically what this is like they have like this giant race, a motor race. There's 3 races, and there's this one monster coming on called the Speed Demon that's screwing up all the racers and really putting a dent into the whole system, and also causing a lot of damage and stuff. And that's where Scooby Doo and the gang have to try to stop the Speed Demon and find out who he is. And the weird thing is, Shaggy and Scooby are working in the food truck there. But the weird thing about this is, unlike the other ones where they have guest stars and stuff like that, it's mainly a WWE movie, and it seems like Scooby-Doo and the gang are more of a guest star until like the last 20 minutes. A lot of times you see the race, and Scooby and Shaggy are racing with the Undertaker, and you see them just in the stands like yay, 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 and they do a little thing about the mystery and stuff. But Scooby-Doo and all the other characters are basically absent in this one. I mean, you'll see him some, but it looks like more of a WWE film. And Mindy Cohn from Facts of Life does not do the voice of Velma in this one, unlike, she did that in Kiss one. The one thing I will say, though, is, and like the one with Kiss, I think this one's geared more for the whole family. It's not as violent or stuff like that or suggestive. Yeah, it's pretty entertaining. You see that WWE characters sometimes breaking character or staying in character, and all the WWE characters. There's Sheamus is in there, Lana's in there, and it was cool on that Totally Bellas. You saw Lana speak in her regular voice, which was really cool. She doesn't have that Russian accent. That was a put on. The Miz is in there, Undertaker's in there, Triple H, Paige, Stardust, and Goldust, along with their dad, Dusty Rhodes. The one that I wish I could have understood what Dusty Rhodes was saying more. It was kind of hard to understand what he was saying, though. Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Rusev, Michael Cole, Kofi Kingston, and then they had all of people from Los Matadors, El Torito, and then Diego and Fernando. And that's actually the most entertaining I've ever seen. Los Matadores, because I'm not really a fan of theirs, but I mean, they were okay in the cartoon. They were fine. And there's lots of humor, especially when Undertaker sometimes breaking character, talking about puppets and stuff, like how he likes puppets. But I don't want to give it away. It looks like Laugh Olympics, because there's 3 big races, except it's done a little more seriously. But it pretty much comes off as Laugh Olympics, because Hanna-Barbera was really good at doing Laugh Olympics a long time ago. But I mean, I like this one. I think the Kiss one was actually better. But I give this an 8 out of 10 for Scooby-Doo and WWE, Curse of the Speed Demon. But just be prepared not to see more WWE stuff than Scooby-Doo and the gang. Because Scooby-Doo, they're in it, but they say, boy, this is more focusing on the WWE than on Scooby-Doo. And it focuses on all 3 races. And that's pretty much what it was, like a Laugh Olympics type thing with some of a mystery with the wrestlers and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I give it 8 out of 10. I don't know when I'm going to post this video. I'll probably do it sometime. Special thanks again to Tony Taft for making me a cool thumbnail. And until next time, bye, please. Take care, my Legion. Okay. Oh, and as far as it's still more entertaining than an episode of Raw. As Raw has really gone downhill, this is much better than an episode of Raw. I wish they would have had more thinking into the episodes of Raw and SmackDown. It would help it out a lot better. I think this is much better than that, even though not great. Oh, and also, before I forget, This is the first WWE cartoon I've seen since the 80s, when they used to do the Saturday morning cartoons on CBS, which were actually pretty terrible, and they didn't even have the real voice of the wrestlers. All the voices of the wrestlers are real in this one. Those were real cheesy. The best part of those were the live action ones, live action spots they had on there. Cause I remember I rented a tape in the Army, and it was like, oh man, it was so bad. And all the guys, I watched with some of the guys, and they were groaning and stuff. And then I think I ended up editing it down and just saving the live action spots. And then I remember when I was at Big Lots a long time ago, I actually bought an episode of Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling, and that one just had like 3 segments of the cartoon that didn't have the live action, except it had the beginning and end, which was live action, but it didn't have the cartoons in it. I mean, it didn't have the live action, but it just had the cartoons in it. And my nephew really liked that, and it was entertaining. My dad kept like, oh God, shake his head. But that's what we used to watch in the 80s. But I think this is actually much better than those. So, there, I'm all done now. I remember what I was going to say. So, till next time, bye, please. Take care of my legion. And then the chop.